Kaye Thompson, Curator for Virginia On Air Elections and Governance Hub. I sat down with one of your representatives for a short interview. Let's take a look. Alright, so we're at the redistricting forum at the Sherwood Community Center. I'm here with Delegate Kaye Kory. So first off, why did you get involved in politics?
I have to tell you, that is an easy question to answer. I have been a community organizer my whole life. Sometimes I've gotten paid, mostly I've gotten paid for it, so it's been a real job. But until Barack Obama was president, I couldn't tell anybody that. Because I went to the same courses that he went at, and that was such a verboten thing to do. But now, anyway, because there was all my community organizing has been directed to helping people who don't have a voice, who have problems that could be solved in their own communities, but they don't have the opportunity to talk about it or to change it. Fixing that. And then I started having children and sending them to public school in Fairfax County and realizing what a horrible mess the schools in my district were, and all the disparity between inside the Beltway, which is where I live, and outside the Beltway. And the school, I'll only give you one example. The middle school that my kids went to, you had to, when it rained, people had to run in with garbage bags and cover the computers because the roof leaked so badly. The floor blew up one day because the steam heating underneath it blew up and melted all the tile on the floor. I mean, that's insane. Fairfax County can afford to do a lot better for its children and invest in its future. So I decided, first I started calling my school board member every day to have him change it. And he's very nice. He became my friend. He explained to me how these decisions are made, allocating the capital resources, and they're all by vote. They're all political, maybe not partisan, but they're political. So there was no other thing for me to do. I had to run for office. And I was fortunate enough to succeed and to be able to have a whole lot of new schools built in my district. And then, after 10 years on the school board, when I felt like I was starting to do the same things over and over, and somebody else ought to have a chance, a number of people asked me to run for office, so here I am.
What do you believe has been your greatest legislative accomplishment so far?
Legislatively?
You come right down to it.
I don't know about greatest, but I am very pleased with some of the legislation I've been able to get passed about children's health. It might seem hard to imagine now, but when I was first in the House of Delegates, like I think I told you before, out of 100 there were only 11 women, so I didn't get listened to very much, and besides that, there were only 32 Democrats, so it was an uphill battle. But children's health seemed to be something that was bipartisan. So I was able to get the EpiPen requirement in schools passed, and then also some testing for children who are dyslexic, vision testing, hearing testing, things that you would think are required but are not. So I think in terms of legacy, those will endure. Also cameras on school buses so that if somebody goes around a parked school bus, the children are getting off and on, then that's recorded and they get a ticket. There are policy bills that I've worked on and some have succeeded. The thing I'm most proud of is I've been able to protect children.
What is the most important new legislation you want to patron for the 2020 general assembly?
I'm sure with the answer I'm giving you, no one else is going to. I've been working for a few years on the conditions of incarcerated women in Virginia. And that is what I'm still working on. I was able, oh wow, I totally forgot this. I was able to get passed a bill 2 years ago that was the first in the country that required jails and prisons to give menstrual supplies to incarcerated women at request for no cost. Because we were charging them, among other reprehensible things. So that's one of my biggest legislative achievements. But that led me to being sure that that was happening, because you can legislate all you want. You can make laws, you can make rules, but that doesn't make them happen. That doesn't make them become enacted. And so I lately, in the past several years, have been working on how in the world I can follow up on the bills that I had passed and what they should be causing to happen. So I took this one as something to follow up on. And I started visiting jails and prisons. And I have to tell you, conditions for women are completely upsetting. I'm sure all the prisoners have upsetting conditions, but I focused on women because our prison system is not built physically or regulatorily for women. So that is what I'm doing.
At the end of the day, though.
What is the question you are most frequently asked, and how do you reply to this question?
The most cynical thing I ever saw. And handshake.
What is the question? You mean as a politician,
Yeah.
I guess?
Met call, no, the coal tax credit, because before it was met call, I said.
I guess in a way it's what can you do for me? And I have a long
And the governor
list.
vetoed it. And I
Because
explained
if you
to
care
him
about the condition of your schools, if you care about the education of your teachers, if you care about the condition of the road, if you care about polluted air, polluted water, all of those things are decided by the General Assembly. And those are things that I can work on.
all that kind of stuff.
What would you recommend to students about wanting to get more engaged through the democratic process?
I would recommend that choose a level of government, and of course there are many, and start to vision and see actually how they operate, what they do, and from that decide where you want to concentrate your energy. A number of
Your district.
legislative bodies at different levels have internships.
Judge Roush, somebody
And I always have
universally
interns in my
respected.
office at
And
Richmond and
I couldn't do that.
volunteers, and there are official internships through the House or the Senate. And those are the ways that you can really understand, because until you've seen how it operates, it's very hard to
You had an
understand
opportunity to do something for your folks.
and to see where you can make a difference. That's really what we're talking about.
And finally, what are your thoughts on how to address the college affordability issue?
Oh, I have a lot of them. I have been trying to, I'm not going to be able to do this, but I think in Virginia we have to regulate the lenders and all of their processes. And we also need to look at ways that we can institute savings accounts for students that they can use after they graduate to help pay off their debts.
It's south side, southwest.
We have
but
529,
mostly
Virginia
along the line
529,
down
where
there
you
is
can
that
contribute and you don't have to pay
rough
taxes, and it helps you with your tuition. I've been trying to extend that, however, there's a federal law, so I can't. But creating something like that, I think, could really make a
Well, they'll have
difference.
to pick up some of his.
Thank you so much, Delegate Kory, for your answers.